You're listening to the Suave Lover podcast with your hosts, Benjamin Ritter and James Amaro. SuaveLover.com, advising gentlemen on the art of romance. Now sit back, relax, and enjoy today's episode.
How cold weather relationships. And it starts off like sort of in summer, you know, because we don't have fall here. And it's like they can wear the bikini and they show it off a little bit, and then the sweatshirts go.
That's the worst. That's the worst. I'm gonna pay ComEd like $1 trillion this winter just to keep this place sweltering, so that there's no chance to run around in basically what I'm wearing now, a sweatshirt. No.
Tip for any guy in a cold weather relationship. This girl puts on 10 pounds. Book a vacation. Like 6 weeks to 8. It's like 6 to 8 weeks to somewhere warm. All of a sudden, she's going to the gym. She's watching what she eats. She's having as much sex as possible because she wants to burn those calories.
That's right. That's right.
Man.
No, but it is seasonal, right? Because, okay, for years, my habit has always been to spend the summer inspecting the goods, making sure that I had an idea of what I wanted, get some numbers, get some girls, get some friends, and then all winter long, I basically ate what I harvested during those summer and, like you said, fall for 11 months. You know, that's when you spend the time figuring out who am I going to be with. But
a little more to eat though during the winter months. Big harvest.
But how do you decide what to do with yourself when, I don't know, you got to meet the family or you got to go home for the holidays or?
That's the problem what you get yourself into, because these girls, you know, you start dating them in the summer and all of a sudden you're with them for a few months.
Yeah.
Holidays come up, you're like, Thanksgiving, holy shit. Christmas, Hanukkah, Kwanzaa,
whatever.
Man, how do you have that conversation? What do you do? Are you really serious about your relationship? So I think it all depends on, well, first, how many girls you're fucking. How many Thanksgiving dinners can you eat?
That's right.
Because you're going to get fat. You got to watch out for that.
and you're going to get caught. Yeah. Because there's a lot of stuff going on before and after or around Thanksgiving. And the fact is that at day of, that Thursday, you got to pick.
You got to pick. And you got to watch what you post on Facebook.
Yes, you do. You've got to, you know, if you're going to have a bunch of girls around, you got to be really conscientious about this whole tag me in your photo bullshit. Here's a tip. Go onto your phone or to the web or whatever and make it so that people have to confirm before you accept
so we have to
tag.
Talk about this. So,
yes, we got to.
So we're bringing up current events.
Yes, let's do.
So let's just say my current relationship.
Yes.
Okay, so my Facebook is locked down. My wall's locked down. If you want to tag me anywhere, I can accept it.
That's right.
Still can't see it because only I can see it. No one can see my check-ins other than people that check me in.
Yep.
No one can see my tagged photos. So this occurred mostly because I bartend still, but I used to bartend at a gay bar. Let's just say people weren't too nice when they would post on my wall.
Indeed.
Yeah, that was pretty disgusting. But let's had to lock that up. But then another reason is I had a nice little girlfriend.
Yes.
And she would cause some problems. Now, you know, someone I met bartending would post on my wall with little hearts and X's and O's.
You know what's sweet about having an open wall is that you get the love. You know what's horrible about having an open wall is you also get the hate.
So it was a lot easier to deal with it if I just closed it off and not, you know, and just kept things private. I hardly suggest you do that.
It's worth it. Yeah, it's worth
monitoring. It's worth it. It's worth your trouble. And, you know, you don't even, not even if you're doing, you're not doing anything shady, but a lot of things can be misperceived. So Facebook, people tend to flirt a lot more openly. Just close down your shit. Don't have any questions asked. And when it comes time to check in for dinners, no one will know. Here's the hint. What you do? Thanksgiving fucking eggs and fucking waffles.
That's right.
That's girl in rank number 4. Okay.
Funny.
Girl number 1 gets the dinner. Girl number 3 maybe get some like afternoon
Yes,
drinks.
that's right.
Maybe a movie, Chinese food. Okay, don't eat for a week before this day. And Christmas, fuck man, you better work like three different corners in the city to be able to pay for all the gifts you gotta buy.
See, it's funny because I think I take a slightly different tack, which is that yes, absolutely. If you're
James is not guys. Just to you're not here with James, but you don't know James. James is not relationship material.
Well,
family shouldn't be meeting James.
Except here's the thing. You know what's sad is as soon as the parents like me, it's all over but the shouting. Then it's just a matter of time. As soon as I met the parents and they're okay with me, it's like all the fun about me is gone. And then I can just count the moments before she goes, I think I want a bad boy again. It's like, well, fuck. All right, so all right.
See, that's because you label yourself bad boy. I'm Mr. Quarterback, guy next door, and
I bet the parents like you. Oh, I bet the parents like you.
It's tough.
So here's what I think.
No, I don't want you to bring up marriage the first time I meet you.
I would frankly rather have a.
Oh my God, it's so good to meet you. When are you going to marry my daughter? Oh my God.
I would rather have a turkey sandwich with a girl I really like than ever meet her family. Ever. If I had a choice. Yeah.
How to meet the family.
Because
you probably should.
You're probably going to wind up, it's the cold weather, it's the holiday season, you're going to meet the family. Okay, I like taboo shit. I like dirty shit. I like crazy shit. And guess what? I do not.
If you don't know, James wrote to start a kinky relationship, and he's a kinky motherfucker.
I am. And I don't sort of highlight the fact that I'm fucking their daughter. I don't sort of...
Oh, I actually walk in with her around my waist.
That's right.
My penis is inside her. She's screaming in orgasm.
Even I
come on their blind.
Even I am kind of not going to start shit. Even I am socially aware enough to say, look, at this point, all I want the parents to do is to have this kind of crossed armed, so you're the guy who's fucking my daughter? I don't want them to like me.
Let's break it down. So
okay.
The initial meeting of the family. And by the way, I really don't recommend that you meet the family during...
Ever.
That wasn't what I was going to say.
Hopefully you find the kind of girl who is so dysfunctional that she has run away from her family and she shoots up with you. But if you're not
Actually, guys, I suggest you find a girl on the corner. She's an orphan. Okay, she's like 8. Okay, raise her as your own. Make her your wife. Never meet the family. No, okay. Really though. I don't recommend you meet the family for the first time over the holidays. That's just way too much pressure. Meet them for a quick bite or a quick stop off at the house if she's local. But you don't want to be meeting them for the first time over the holidays, because then not only are you meeting the family, but you're meeting the cousins and the nieces and the nephews and the fucking dog and the goldfish. You're meeting everybody.
Do you know what sucks? The last kind of casual thing that I was in, and it was casual, it was a neighbor date thing. I met her parents.
But randomly.
Huh?
Randomly?
Well, they were in town, and she kind of said, do you want to meet, hey, my parents are downstairs. Do you want to come, or upstairs, whatever. I said, do you want to hang out? I said, sure, yeah, I don't care. I don't really, whatever. And I met them, and it's like, we liked each other because we were the grown-ups. And I was dating someone who was unfortunately half my age. So
if you don't know, guys, James is kind of old.
Thanks. So that's true.
He looks young. But his balls hang low. His balls hang a little too low.
I've got that pallor of death lurking over me all the time. So I'm hanging around with her parents, who are awesome, and we're having a gay old time.
They were the same age. James likes to date high schoolers. He's really not that old.
If you want the relationship to go somewhere, you're going to have to meet her social circle. Family is definitely part of the social circle.
Other strippers.
But understand where she sits with her family, because sometimes family is close and sometimes it's not. My intuition has always been, you want to get close to the family if you want to get close to the girl.
Get close to the girl and find out how close she is to her family.
That's right. Figure out where she is with her family, because frankly, I have found very consistently that I like girls who, for whatever reason, have issues with their family.
That's because you... Never mind.
Yeah, I like dirty, kinky,
dirty
psycho
strippers.
stripper.
Girls, yeah.
And that means that if the family likes me, that's not a good thing. I have to play a certain role for her. All right. It's important.
James shits on the living room carpet when he goes to meet the family, just to make sure he has
Much like Jackson Pollock, I piss in the fireplace just to prove a point.
So, normal everyday social kind of expectations. When you meet the family, I mean, it's pretty like, oh, this stuff is pretty standard, right? Dress appropriately, but like initially, before you're even meeting the family, you're getting the lay of the land. Like James mentioned, what is her relationship with her family? Find out names, find out professions, find out
black sheep. Know who's on the outs.
And kind of like taking this all into perspective, no matter what she says about her family, you comfort her and you support her, but you never ever say shit about her family.
No.
Never. I don't give a shit if the dad comes up and slaps her in the face. Like, you obviously don't want to be in that situation, but you're going to support her with any emotion that she feels, but you're never ever going to actually like talk shit about her family. Now, if there is abuse going on, just a disclaimer. Handle that appropriately.
She goes, my dad is such an asshole. You don't go, yeah, your dad is a fucking cunt. No,
Yeah.
don't contribute that.
Don't contribute. Don't fuck her sister. At least in the initial stages of the relationship. I mean, that could be said for anyone. Don't fuck her mom. Don't fuck her dad. Don't fuck her dog. Don't fuck her sister. Don't fuck her
This isn't The Graduate. This is...
Yeah. Real life, guys. Have some turkey. Don't have some pussy.
There is no advantage in drinking too much, in eating too... There's no advantage. All you got to do is get through.
And when her parents say that she gained like 10, 15 pounds this winter, don't agree.
Nope, absolutely. But here's the payoff. Once you've done this with the girl, okay, you're cemented in her emotional memory kind of forever.
Well, because her parents basically, oh, how's James? Oh,
that's right. Her
Ben?
Parents are going to say, she's going to remember the time, that 1 year that you went to the family, and shit, I still remember the time that I went to the cabin with an ex. It's whatever. It's like, it's a memory that you're constructing together, because this stupid shit is vivid. So you do this stuff. It's like, oh, I remember that one day. So you want to play up with that. It's like, wow, it was great seeing your parents, baby.
So if you have to see the parents, I suggest that you do. If you want to cement the relationship,
cement it.
I suggest you do it.
In other words, you want to kill it, throw it in the river. You might as well cement the feet.
Man, if you do really want to piss off the girl you're seeing, don't go to the holidays. But honestly, like, so the holidays come around, you're seeing some girl. It's kind of serious, kind of not. How do you bring it up? So we're going back to actual steps. Okay, how do you bring it up? Do you bring it up? Do you wait for her to bring it up? Do you bring her to your family? Do you even tell your family you're seeing somebody? So if you're seeing someone, just fuck buddies. Every now and then you have sex with them. You don't need to invite them to the holidays. You bring it up in conversation. You mention what you're doing. Maybe make plans for after the dinner. Maybe make plans for the next day because people don't have work. But if you're getting sort of serious and you want to make this a long-term thing, then you bring it up in conversation. You ask what they're doing. And most of the time, they're going to have their own family to go to, but you need to bring it up in conversation. You need to give them the option to come with you to your family. Or you need to give the option that you're going to go with them.
No, the first time I was away from home, I didn't have the choice to go home. It was college, and I was cash-strapped. So I fell in going to the house of a girl who I was interested in, and I didn't really, get anywhere with her. But I was like, oh, this is going to be fun because it's kind of like a holidays together with the family. Look, if you're not serious, all bets are off. Have fun, get drunk. Who cares? If you don't want to get the girl to go any farther, play. I don't care. But if you care about the girl...
Wait. You're saying go to the girl's house that you're not serious about, that she's probably wild about you because she's inviting you to your place, to her family's place.
And then wreck the room.
Wreck the room. Or worse, make the family love you and then fuck her sister.
It was a really different experience because you don't.
It's fun, right?
It's
a good
fun.
time.
You're learning a new family. That's right. That's right. It's
Because
right.
you know what?
That's right.
Family is family. If you can't go to your family,
There you have
another
it.
family is sufficient.
They have their own traditions.
It's like
They have their way of doing stuff. It's not,
The Keanu Reeves shows up. He throws a football.
it's whatever. It's,
Yo, Matt. What's
hey, as long as we understand the game.
Don't have to be a good defensive lineman.
No, but I've also been in very uncomfortable situations where I've been drawn to a girl. I'm close with the girl, and then spending time with her family was just a horrifying, uncomfortable, miserable experience, actually, for the both of us.
A girl, her value is not based on her family. They're separate.
Of course.
If the family is shit, then the family's shit. You know what I mean? You're with the girl. You're not marrying the family. It used to be this whole thing where like you had to really kind of take a look at the family and see if you'd have a successful long-term relationship. Your first role as a husband is to support your wife, not your family, not her family. Once you get married, you support your wife. And the same thing actually goes in relationships. Once you're with someone, once you're in a committed relationship, your first role and your first responsibility in that relationship is to support the person that you're with. So no matter what her family is like, you're not marrying her family. You're not attached, you're not getting attached to her family. You're not committed to her family, you're committed to her. So no matter what kind of experience you have, your job is to be there for her.
Yeah.
That's the whole point. Not my circumcised penis.
She should be there for your circumcised penis, and you should be there
for my circumcised penis. I mean, you should be.
If she knows what's good for her.
If she knows what's good for her.
Every family has a history. They have conventions, they have expectations, they have norms. Sociologically speaking, a family is a micro organization. So when you deal with this new or interesting or fascinatingly obscure organization, the thing is that you are the outsider, right? The family has been doing this for 30 years or a million years or whatever it is. And as the outsider, your job, as much as anything, is to not disturb the status quo. All right. So even if the girl is going to be the bitch, that's the status quo for them. It's like, oh, she's the black sheep. So knowing this, you get to go in, you get to play along to whatever degree. I mean, I've been the guy who, I'm going to use you to piss off daddy. I'll be that guy. I don't care. She goes in, she's like, we're serious. We're going to introduce you to my family because we're going to, I'm happily divorced. I met my ex's family when we were in Japan, and it was really fucking weird the first time. But when you meet the family, it's like, oh, well, that's how the family acts. That's what they expect. That's how they are. That's cool. The thing you got to do is figure out how to use the fact that the family has now incorporated you into their awareness to either build your bond or to say, hey, this is extra casual now because once you've been introduced to the family, the expectation is things are moving closer. Things are getting more serious. So for the guy who is the confirmed bachelor, the guy who is dating a bunch of girls, you could have just fucked yourself.
So basically, James is saying, fucking accept your role, whatever you get taken.
That's important. That's important.
As the girl you're with. But for me, because I'm the guy next door with the fucking faux hawk and whatever, I always play fucking socially acceptable guy next door, white picket fence. Okay? I don't give a shit what's going on, what happens. All I do is hold conversation, look presentable. Don't wear your torn ass jeans and don't take a shit in their fucking toilet, okay? And just make nice with everybody. Everybody. And if there's kids, play with the kids. Like, eat an acceptable amount. Stick around an acceptable amount of time. Don't have a lot of public displays of affection. So, me and the family.
Question. Sorry, I don't mean to interrupt.
Fuck her in her parents' room.
Try not to.
I mean,
I know it's tempting.
I did once. We got interrupted because we had dessert coming. Don't fuck in between dinner and dessert. There's not enough time.
There's not enough time.
Not enough time.
So close.
So close. Wait till you get home.
What's a socially acceptable token of appreciation gift? You know how you're supposed to show up not empty-handed, but not everyone drinks.
A big black dildo. No. So if you do go to a holiday party, you always bring gifts. Okay, there's two things. Honestly, I'm gonna be very open. My last relationship, she was an incredible woman, and she was the most, unbelievably honest, kindest, whatever, totally positive wordage you could use, terminology. Thank you fucking letters after the fact, send them. Thank you for dinner. It was amazing. I really appreciate it. I hope to see you again soon.
That's good.
And for the gift, fucking bring something. Bottle of wine. Bottle of wine is always acceptable, okay? Red is a little iffy just because you never know their taste. Always, if you're on the side of like a nice like Sauvignon Blanc, you can always do whatever is like, if you go out to drink, like for example, Kim Crawford right now is amazing. People love it. Don't bring like a 6-pack or 24-pack. Bring a bottle of wine. You can always ask what to bring. You can bring dessert.
You can bring Melbeck because as a red, if you're going to do a red.
James likes reds because he's old.
I actually don't, but Melbeck is one of those things that everybody's uncovering because Argentina is whatever.
If you're going to get a Melbeck, you can get like a Diseño.
That's
right. Really good. People do love that, and I take that back. Red wine, white wine, a bottle of wine is always good. You never have to get two, always one. You can bring part of the meal, but most of the time they'll say don't.
Yes, that's right. So that's the thing is they say don't, because people have a history. Thing is if
don't
there
bring a 12
is
pack of Dunkin' Donut Munchkins.
If there's a history of recovery, you're gonna know before you go. You're gonna find out pretty quickly that the girl is like, hey, don't bring booze.
Don't bring Coke.
Don't bring heroin.
Okay, so topics to not discuss when you meet the parents. The fact that you have sex with their daughter. The fact that you have a record. Oh, shit. The fact that you're an alcoholic. The fact that you do drugs. Okay? Everything is socially acceptable. They talk about politics, you fucking say... What do you say?
I encourage people to vote.
Okay. They talk about religion. What do you say?
I encourage people to practice.
Okay. They talk about sex with their daughter. What do you say?
I encourage everybody to fuck your daughter.
Okay, back to gifts.
Okay.
So we pretty much covered it.
And if they don't like it, they can regift it.
There you go. So what to bring, covered. What to wear, business casual.
Business casual.
You can wear a nice polo. You can wear nice pants.
Yeah.
Never wear torn jeans. Never wear a shirt that says any sort of derogatory swear word on it.
You got an awesome, awkward haircut. You got too many colors in your fucking head. You know what? Put a cap on it and go conservative for the family.
Unless the girl matches what you look like.
Right.
Don't have too many piercings. Don't have too many tattoos. Don't have too many. All of this is becoming just, honestly, it's socially acceptable because what you're doing, pissing off the parents, is you're not helping yourself. James said, accept the label that you get. The label you get gets put on you when you get there.
That's right.
Don't create a label before you get there. So while you're there, make nice with everyone, be friends with everyone. We really have to talk about that. So what do you do for what? Follow up.
How hard is this?
Thank you note. Mail the thank you note.
Get her address. Get the host's address.
You know what stamps are?
My case is my uncle. It's one of the many things you lick. And you
know how to write after typing for so long? This thing called a pen.
Getting the address is actually, she probably doesn't even know what the address is.
Oh, it's tough because most times she'll be like, why do you want my address?
Common courtesy has this kind of like stage whisper quality. It's like, look, I'd like to send you a thank you note. I don't really know where I am. You can say this to your host. And your host will actually
I don't suggest sending it to your host.
No.
Or asking your host.
Go ask your host. It's not a problem. I'm telling you. It's like,
because you want to surprise the girl, though. You want the mom to be like, oh, my God, blah, 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 sent a thank you note.
Wonderful though that is, if she doesn't know, Because how many of you are dating vacuous strippers? Maybe I'm skewed.
James likes it. Yeah. That word was too big for me. Honestly, because I'm 27. So she talks in like Shakespearean terms. Out though. And shit like that. Hear him at a bar, wearing his fucking wig with white curls. There's football going on during this holiday season.
Yeah.
I don't give a shit if you don't care about sports. Learn about your hometown team.
No shit.
Learn about the record, learn about the main players, learn about who they're going to be playing. Number one conversation at a holiday party are your local sports teams.
Let me just be clear. Let me double emphasize and underline that fact. I went to a school in high school that let the field that was previously the football field overgrow so that the kids could smoke weed.
Wow.
And yet,
Wow.
I know.
It's a good place to fuck.
And yet, I know where the Redskins stand, and I know where the Bears. It took me a minute. Stan, shut up.
Bears?
I know where they are.
Are you sure they're the Bears?
Yes.
Okay.
I was thinking Cubs.
Okay.
I know where they stand because.
Kind of the same, actually. Bears.
Isn't it ironic that they
Bears.
play off each other? Playoffs. So it's important to know this stuff.
Know about sports. And it takes seriously
Know
20
that there's
minutes out of your day.
Hey, you know
there's
what?
a fucking team in your city.
Know that the hockey teams are on strike this season.
And know what's going on with the players. Know that a lot of players went overseas. And just read a quick news report, okay? And have conversational topics. Oh, that's a good point. You're going to see the family. Read the news. Read the sports news, especially. But also read the main news. Have conversation, okay? One of the main compliments I got from my main girl right now that I'm seeing, my relationship, is you can hold conversation. Her dad said, you can hold conversation.
Suppose it's getting to be November and you have to figure out where to spend the turkey time. First and foremost, get a sandwich, stay in, watch a movie. Second, if you can't get out of it, pick the girl you like the most and suck it up with the family.
Even if she's gained 10 pounds because it's winter.
You know what? It's the Northern Hemisphere. We're north of the Mason-Dixon line. All them girls south, those good Christian bitches can do it differently, but we got to deal with what we got.
If she still shaves, it's okay.
Oh, dude, you're no kidding. And then third, when you're with the family, make as few waves as possible. The only reason to meet the rents, meet the Fockers.
She'll fucking give you the best blowjob of your life after this.
Oh my God, she is so loyal to you. I didn't mean for this to happen, but here's me hiking up my skirt. It's like perfect, great, awesome.
Oh, by the way, if you can fuck her in her parents' house, or fuck her on the street that she grew up in, do it. Like, you have a car, you're parked in front of her house, fuck her. Like, honestly, seriously, it's the last kind of comment to do, but this will create a huge memory, and we're getting into some kind of like psychology right now. But if you can anchor that to her with her family and her memories, that will get associated to her childhood.
She'll hate how much she likes you.
Oh my God, she'll be so taken by you.
Oh, it's perfect.
Don't bring up politics.
Don't bring up politics. No, I voted. I'm happy.
I know
it's
who
like
to
I
vote
gave
for.
blood. I don't care that I gave it to a charm list.
Gets awkward. Pull out your penis. These aren't warts. They're birthmarks.
You have been listening to the Suave Lover podcast. Visit suavelover.com to become the kind of man that women crave.